A black Lafayette Parish sheriff's deputy committed suicide after posting video saying he was done serving a system that didn't care about him or the black community. 43-year-old Deputy Clyde Kerr III killed himself in front of his workplace at the Lafayette Parish Sheriff's Office on Monday. Before taking his own life, Kerr made a series of videos expressing his thoughts about the criminal justice system. He stated he would no longer put up with the corrupt system that resulted in the deaths of unarmed victims like Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and Botham Jean.
It's January 31st, a little bit after 1:30, last Sunday. So, here's what it is. I was kind of hoping to see the Super Bowl, this one especially, because we got two Purple Knights actually playing against each other, Mr. Tyrann Mathieu and Leonard Fournette. Hope y'all go forth and conquer, and I don't think it's happenstance that everything is going on at this particular time. So I don't know, possibly, maybe if y'all want to, you should. Like I say, take a knee, but you need to figure something out, because this is a moment that can be seized. I think that it should be. So, but yeah, man. I've had enough of all of this nonsense of serving a system that does not give a damn about me or people like me, or just about life in general. And this is my statement. If this isn't something to state that this killing that's going on, especially by the police, which I am, I can't abide by this no more. I'm not having anything to do with this nonsense anymore. Call me what you want, try to discredit me. I have been a stellar deputy in this 5+ years that I've been there. My last email's been sent. It's copied to somebody. I can't be discredited. Never so much as one write-up for maybe some reports being late. None whatsoever. So it can't be said that I was a shammer or anything like that, or I wasn't pulling my weight. And just for contextual purposes, I just want y'all to understand where and what I'm coming from. It's my entire life has been in service of other people. And it's just dawned on me that this time, as of now, needs to be seized, because you don't really give a damn about us. That is the truth. That is the truth. I've served with a full heart in the military. After that, got back into law enforcement, and you have no idea how hard it is to put a uniform on in this day and age with everything that's going on. None. And listen, y'all entrust me to safeguard your little ones, your small ones, the thing that's most precious to y'all, and I did that well. Y'all trust me with that. I've had security clearance in the military. That's verifiable. If I was untrustworthy, if I was a threat, would they let me guard the U.S. Embassy in Kabul? Which I did. I trained Iraqi police, Afghan national police, and that's not it. But I wouldn't have been put in a position of that if they thought I was a threat. But that has allowed me to see the inner working of things. And this is a demonic system, and it's not anything I can continue to serve and want to be a part of. And this is not right. This is no form of justice. Let's go down the list. Botham shot in his own apartment. How that work? How does that work? Chilling on his couch. I don't give a damn if he had weed in the apartment. You're going to execute somebody for that? Oh no, y'all are good for that. You break up families for a plant, this war on drugs and this nonsense. But now it's starting to get legal because big pharmaceutical companies stand to make billions off of it, and they paid off the lobbyists, who in turn have started ushering the way it needs to go for them. The countless people who are doing time behind that. How do you even make amends for that? You can't. You can't. This Floyd, man, Breonna, this shit's not right. I'm telling you, it's not. If this feels right to you as a person, then something is wrong with you. This is the furthest thing from right. This is the manner of wickedness that bro. And you're getting away with it. When is enough going to be enough for people? Huh? Seriously. Seriously. Y'all are radicalizing people, and then when they buck and they want to go against the system because it's not for them, you come down on them with a hammer. I can't. I don't understand this.
That's a tremendously sad video. Kerr was a military veteran and a father who, in one of his videos, said that he struggled explaining Floyd's death to his son. The Lafayette Police Department and Lafayette community are mourning his loss and are remembering him as an officer who was truly committed to his job. Amisha?
It was hard to watch that without crying. And I say that because this man devoted his life, like he said, to helping people. He served honorably in the U.S. military, trained Afghan forces. He's someone who believed in fundamentally strengthening our democracy. He's someone who put in the work. And then he not only saw tragedies coming back here, but he also saw tragedies in his military service. When you're a black man and you have worn a badge, you have put on a military uniform, and you continually see your people being disrespected. You see the people who are supposed to be in charge of protecting them being the ones who gun them down with no recourse. I think that it weighs on you. And seeing this man basically pour his heart out and to know that he is no longer with us, that is extremely heartbreaking. This man had a family. This man put his life on the line for us. And he's watching police across this country just not care about black people and dispense our lives like they don't matter. And he was fed up, and not just fed up enough to quit, but fed up enough to take his own life. That is huge. And I think that it speaks so much to what needs to be done in terms of police reforms, but also the weight that many of our black officers in uniform carry every single day.
Michael, this is the thing is this the duality of being black and a cop is real, and they have to deal with that. I mean, we've seen numerous stories where black cops have said, "Man, as safe as I am is they said that the most unsafe I am was if I'm undercover."
Right.
I mean, they said the safest I could be is when I'm wearing the uniform because they're not going to mistake me. And so that, I mean, and so to listen to in his voice, and you hate the fact that, you know, he didn't just walk away, that he didn't just leave the force and find some other, I mean, he took his life.
Yeah, you know, it's really a tragedy on multiple levels because we need more officers like him who are doing the right thing, want to do the right thing. And a lot less of the white supremacist officers who reports say have infiltrated law enforcement, but based upon my research, they've always been in law enforcement. But that's another conversation. When you look at the article here, though, it talks about his video being the video was a protest against police brutality. His action was a protest against police brutality, but he also called for civilian oversight of police officers, peer evaluations, more transparency of police operations to build public trust, and mental health and wellness support. And a lot of this deals with the whole effort to bring about police reform, whether you call it defund the police or police reform, you know, to address a lot of these issues. And also, it's extremely important for us to understand the relationship between who's in office at the local level, because the majority of control over policing is at the local level, okay, state and city, county. And the mayor sets the tone for policing in the city. The mayor hires the police chief. He's a sheriff. The sheriff is elected. Okay. So a lot of this deals with the politics also at the local level. But, you know, this is a tragedy on multiple levels. And lastly, I'll say this. At the end of the day, many, especially African Americans, are going to have to join the police forces to be the type of officers we want to see and run the white supremacists out. Okay, as they are rooted out and get fired and things like this. We've seen this happen here in the city of Detroit. Who's going to take their place? We have to be the ones to take those jobs and be the actual type of officers that we want to see.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to do, though. I've seen.
No, I agree.
Know a
I
lot
understand.
I know a lot of black officers here in the city of Cincinnati, and we have our own history like anywhere else in the United States, and just the weight of what you have to go through being an officer and being black is just a lot. Being black, period, we all know is hard. This moment was particularly hard for all of Black America. Now imagine being in the belly of the beast where you're seeing these things. I can't imagine the things he's had to see, what he's had to bite his tongue about. All of us have been in corporate jobs at some point. You got to bite your tongue. Imagine having to go against a system where you know there's white supremacists there, where you've seen it. They probably taunted him. I don't even know what he's gone through, and this is why it's real for us to really say we have to embrace mental health therapy. Right. It's okay to ask for help. And I know this is hard, particularly for a lot of black men, but we should go and reach out for help. And there's nothing wrong with that. And we absolutely need it. This is very traumatic, what's going on in this country. And it's even more traumatic if you're in the middle of it like he is. And it was just hard to hear him seeing that he needed help and knowing that he has a family that's right now that he can't help anymore. It's just hard. It's just really hard to watch. And if there's anybody out there that is going through something, there are people that can help you. And if you know people and you hear them saying something, if you hear something, listen to them. People just don't say stuff like this because they just want to get attention. They usually it's usually a cry for help, and get them that help because we don't want to see this repeated, and it's repeated too much in our community.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're absolutely right, and that's. I mean, it is sad. It's unfortunate that that man lost, took his life, and his family has to, of course, deal with that, and so that's quite sad.